Fit like up the Donny Boy here, and welcome back to the Grand Canyon in the beautiful sunset for the second diesel race, the haulage race. The Chinese train pretty much dominating everything. Will it be beaten? Who knows? And the British train always finishing last. Will it do better than last this time? Maybe. We shall have to wait and see. We will have to set these to go. Cedar City, yes, that is the station you need to go to. You're also good. The German train here, ready to rock and roll. The Class 47 ready to go. The American and the Russian. So, there they are, they're ready to rock and roll. So, without further ado, on 3, 2, 1, go. Wait for the horns. And they are off. Each one carrying 4 of the Metroliner carriages, the heaviest carriage that I've found so far. Chinese train pulling out in front. The American is doing quite good. They are on a downhill section. This is quite a fast section, so I do imagine the British train to sort of be left here. It's doing okay though. How fast are they going? 65. We shall keep an eye on the Chinese train since it is the fastest so far. Starting to pick up a bit of speed now. A rather bumpy section there as they head into the tunnel. The German train on the right hand side, you can just see the top of the American train there. Chinese train heading round though, they may have to slow down for this corner. They'll soon be approaching 95 miles per hour, which is the British team's, the British train's top speed. They are slowing down. Oh, they're not slowing down, they're just sort of coming off the power. Chinese train still in front. I see smoke from the American train as it accelerates there. Well, let's pull back out and see how we are getting on. French train in last. Chinese train in first. He is quite a fair bit in front. Let's jump on board with the Chinese train. It's doing 100. Oh, that's the Chinese train there. So French train last, Chinese train first. Going under the tunnel. British train still doing okay. It's still in 5th. It will probably be passed shortly. The next turn is here, but I don't think they will slow down for that turn. It's a long sweeping turn, so they should be able to carry top speed through it. The American and the Russian are still quite close. I can no longer see the British train. There it is. It is neck and neck with the French train, which is doing 100. So 5 miles per hour faster. They're not slowing down for this. They will have to slow down for this corner here though. You're down to 95. You are down to 95, giving the British train a slight chance of catching. So you're not as far as you are not as fast with the carriages on board. Where do they pop out at? Down here. They should be exiting the tunnel any moment now. I hear them. Chinese train still in first, no surprise there. American in second, Russia in third. Germany in fourth, he's actually keeping up. French train and British train. Back up to 90 miles per hour there, the leader. Will be going quite slow through this section though. So the French train's actually in second last, so we'll move you to there. No, it is last, and the British train is there. So keep you there, you there. Chinese train is still in first. Although the American is there. Third and fourth for the moment. Can the British train get a fourth? That would be some feat. Outside trains there. Ooh, the Chinese train is being caught. All of them sort of slowing down a crawl there, 60 miles per hour. As they start heading up the hill again. Coming past Hurricane there. Slow section of track. Not so good for the Chinese train, but good for the rest of the trains, I suppose. Gives them a chance to sort of catch them. British train coming up the outside there of the German train. French train gaining a slight bit of ground back there. Come on, the American. Past this Chinese train. It can't finish first all the time. They are now entering Hurricane. There's a weird section of track. First, second. Russian train. German train there. British train there as well. Still going strong at 60 miles per hour. They head round to the next, which I believe is something Creek or Chino Valley. That's where they're heading to. I forgot if it was called there. Chinese train is away again. He's up to 90. A fast section of track here. They probably won't have to slow down for these corners. Not till this section. So I expect the British train to lose some ground. It's losing ground already. It's only doing 78. And this train here in third is only doing 75. Right, so the Russian has lost some ground there. Chinese train is away. That's the German train in second. So you're second. American in third. No. Actually, you're there. German train in second. American train in third. French train, British train, and Russian train. I do believe this Russian will come back though. French train up there, British train there. There we go. You are powerhousing away from everyone again. The German train is still behind you though. Right, they're heading down here. He should hit top speed actually. The rest will get past 95, so that's not so good for the British train. Which is there. You'll soon be maxed out. $95, $95. French train starting to pull away. Russian train starting to overtake. You need the rest of these guys to slow down, which won't happen till over here. So we'll see how much the Chinese train slows down to. Right, the Russian train is now ahead. All trains doing 100 miles per hour except from first and last. He slowed down to 77. He should be going back onto the power. There we go, 78. These guys slowing down. starting to catch, the American train is starting to catch the German train. Let's have a look at our leader. How far ahead in front are you? Quite far, actually. American train creeping around the outside. British train has moved up again. The British train now in there. French train and last. Ooh, the American train passes the German train. So you're now in third. The German train is really struggling to get power going up this hill. The British train is doing exceptionally well, actually. It's slowing down a touch. You're at 87, but you're going round a corner. "90 miles per hour. He's at 88. He's still at 82 and slowing down. You are really trying, buddy. Could be a fourth for the British train. 87. German train slowing down there. He is gaining on him. This is quite a winding section. You see here the Chinese train is down to 54 miles per hour. There are the others there. Let's see if there's any change at the back. French train still with it though. He's not down and out yet. As they head round. You are almost up to 60. The rest are just there. You're doing quite well in second, Germany in third, Britain in fourth. If you can get some slight bit of power up there, you'll be able to catch him. Both at 58, 59. You'll probably be slowing down as well though. Down to 56, both at 56. 55, 58, 59. He's pulling away for you, the bear, buddy. Chinese train well out in front. Chewing through the corners. Chewing up those corners even. German train is making a break for it. Or it looked as though he was. 53, 56. He's carrying more speed through that corner. You're at 55, you're at 52. It looks as though the French train is starting to gain on the Russian train. You are miles ahead. Or are you miles ahead? Yes, you are. That previous fast section gave you the advantage you needed. This German train is definitely creeping forward as they go through the landslide there. It should be okay once they get to this top section. They should be able to gain a bit more speed. French train gaining on the Russian train. But can the British train hold out? It's down to 40 miles per hour there. Lost a lot of speed there. Russian train coming up the inside. I'm not sure why it lost so much power there. If you can get a few more miles per hour up. These two are already at 60 miles per hour, you're still at 55. Not sure why it slowed down so much there. Chinese train at 80 miles per hour. It's heading downhill, it's starting to pick up a bit more speed. It'll go round here, down there. They're at the halfway mark. This sort of cliff section is the halfway point. Let's check the British train. You need to go there now. Russian train just seems to be have the better sort of power going on there. The American power as well, defeating the German there. You're up to 100 miles per hour, but then you had to slow down to 87 for this section. Okay. How are we getting on in third place here? American just edging in front there. British train on 91. If you can get up to 90, you slow it down to 90 there. I love this model, it's beautiful. Down to 91, you're still at 93. Now you're down to 89. Okay. Where is the Chinese train? You are deep in the tunnel at the moment. You will be appearing shortly. Let's jump on board with the British train. See how he's getting on. You're at 95 miles per hour. Russian train slowing down. British train slowing down as well though. Can't see second or third, although we may do when we get past this corner. There they are. So they'll be able to travel down the mountain through the tunnel. Russian train pulling ahead again. No sign of the French train. It would appear on the left hand side here if it was close. Right, there they are, back into the daylight. Now when I exit this view, all the open windows will be all over the place. Yes. Now it's a game to try and figure out who is who. Germany DNA bad there, Russian train there. The French train down to like 13 miles per hour. It looked as though he was going to pass the British train as well. How are we getting on down here? These two are still good. Right, this is a slightly faster section where I would fully expect the French train to pass the British train here and the American to pull away from the German and this guy just to be totally flying. He's down to 44 for this section. I didn't actually see if he got up to 100 miles per hour there. This is going to start heading down the mountain, round here and back to Cedar City, which is on our right hand side. Dodgy section for this. Let's slow this train down. No, it's still good. 74, 72. Russian train slowing down for the corner. Now the British train slows down for the corner. Should be able to carry slightly more speed because it's on the outside, but then it will be on the inside on this turn. So, not really a boost as per se. Chinese train completely gone from sight now. Let's see where you are. You are almost at the bottom. The rest are way up there. Right, now you are doing your top speed coming down the mountain now. So the British train needs to make up as much ground as humanly possible. Not slowing down for this corner either. Right, heading round along here, and then it'll head back up to Cedar City. 106. How are we getting on? See, these guys are at 100, which means the French train will at some point be able to reach 100 and pass the British train once it gets stuck at 95. Already we should see the Russian train starting to pull away. Yep, there he goes. And it looks as though the Chinese train hasn't slowed down at all, so now you're at 100. There you go. Where is the next corner? Up here. Okay, so still quite a fair distance where they can run at top speed. You should be catching the British train shortly. Looks like the American has pulled away from the German train. Right, you did slow down to 97 for this corner. And you were on the inside track as well, so trains on the outside technically should be able to go at full speed round there. Right, you're heading back. You need to go round here, round past this city, and start heading up the valley towards Cedar City, which is right there. Okay. Do you need to slow down for this section? Nope, still carrying top speed through there. I am surprised that this French train hasn't passed this British train yet. Although it may very well do so shortly. And I would like to see if the British train will carry its full 95 miles per hour through here. The Russian train certainly carried its top speed. The German train did drop down to 98. This guy should be good though. You're slowing down to 98 as well. So still gaining 2 miles per hour on the British train. You are going through a city. Or you were. Right, now you've slowed down to 73. If the British train can hold out till this corner, it may be okay. French train is a gaining though. Wow, so that means the Chinese train is well past, it's even past the city. Can't actually see it for those bridge beams, but okay. Yes, they're still around here. Looks like the British train is losing out again. The corner is right there. It's all you need to hold out for. Going round here. All the trains have slowed down to 75 miles per hour. So through this tunnel and you should be good. Who's gonna brake first? French train braking. Let's see who pops out in the lead. Still the British train. 75. He's down to 65. He lost a lot there. You're back up to 100 as you head up the mountain. This section's pretty easy going as well. Basically just a case of who has the most power for pulling the carriages and accelerating up the hill, or up the mountain, or up the valley, through the valley even. 80 miles per hour. Where is the next turn? I think you might lose out here, buddy. Just a feeling. Right, still a few more turns, twists and turns, heading up here. Cedar City just on our right here. British train still up there. The rest are reaching their top speed. Still going at 106, the Chinese train there. Where is the next section you need to slow down for? Possibly here. You're at 95, he's at 94, now he's at 95. As soon as he hits 96, he's going to start closing the gap again. This Russian train may actually catch this German train. 98, 98. You need to get going there, buddy. You need to hit at 95 pretty sharpish. He's gonna hit 96. There he goes. Right, you are heading up the hill. You will soon be at the finish line. You did slow down for this section. Only down to 96 though. You'll have to slow down for here though. Then slow down for the corner through there and into the station. I do believe the French train is passing the British train as we speak. There it goes. And there's a while to go before they reach that corner. So he's going to be moving up there. Chinese train slowed down terribly there. You're heading up, it's way in front. Looks like America's got second though. Will the German manage to hold out for third? I would say so. The real battle is here for last position. You did slow down to 98, but you slowed down to 93. That ain't so good. You're soon going to be crossing the finish line though. Alright, everyone is slowing down. It's a good sign. I don't think it's going to be enough for him to claw it back. So the Chinese train, undefeated yet again as it crosses here. There is the finish line. A well-earned victory there. Its top speed just making it pretty undefeatable at the moment. Autosave kicking in there for the win. Whoa, you slowed down quite bad there. It ain't over yet. 58, 59, 2 miles per hour faster currently. If it can just gain a bit more speed. Looks like our American train is coming in for second though. You stop. So second place for the American. It fought well. Did have a bit of trouble from the German train, which is currently losing ground to the Russian train. Sneaking up there, British train sneaking in again. Third place for the German, well done. Fourth place for the Russian. I can't actually see these two trains. British train is edging in front. Oh, it's a sprint to the finish. Quite literally. Stop you there. Wow, 2 points for the British train, well done. Gets the second last slot there. Well done. Just stole it from the French at the end there. Turn you around. Stop you and stop you. Right, so there you have it. The diesel haulage race is now done. The Chinese train again for the win. The American in second, Germany in third, Russia in fourth, Great Britain in fifth, a surprise second last place for him there, and the French train in last. So here is the table standings after this race, and the championship standings for the diesel locos as follows. So after race 2 there, the Chinese train again undefeated with 6 points. The USA still doing good though, in second again with 5 points. I do believe it's finished second in every race. The German in third, the Russian in fourth, and Britain creeping past the French train there to gain 2 points for fifth position. That is the standings after the second race. We'll now go to the championship table and see how the trains are getting on overall. So here is the championship table. China way out in front there with 24. The USA just behind them though with 20. Germany on 12. Russia also on 12 with 12. And France with 11. These three, the German, Russian and French train, you may see these change quite a few times during the championship. But Britain again in last with a measly 5 points. Hopefully they'll rack up some more points in the next haulage race. But until then, that has been it for the diesel races. As always, if you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if you'd like to see more if it is happening in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy. This has been Transport Fever at the races on the Grand Canyon map. And I will catch you later.